Mana. It's broken up into 5, sometimes 6 colors, and it forms the fundamental backbone of Magic the Gathering as we know it. But what if I told you that mana is a lie? So-called scientists and content creators alike have always pushed for rampant growth, playing more lands, prostrating oneself before the king, the Soul Ring, in fact, the best artifact in the entire game. But what if I told you they're actually all wrong? Now, to understand my point, we're going to need some context. You see, Magic the Gathering came out in 1993. Here's a photo of people playing the game back then. It was a while ago. Anyway, 3 years later, in 1996, mana as a concept stops mattering. Why? Because the GOAT is born. Force of Will. Let me update it so it's a little bit more easy to read. But this one card changes everything. The first thing you learn while playing Magic the Gathering is that you need lands or fancy jewelry in order to actually hoop up and play the game. But Force of Will proves that you don't, because you can pay 1 life and exile a blue card from your hand instead of paying this spell's mana cost, and it counters target spell. Which brings me to my point. Mana is for the poor. The lion does not concern himself with mana, because if you got motion, if you got momentum, if you're out there grinding, working hard, you don't care about lands. You don't care about mana. Quips, you need mana. Can't hear you, bro. I got too many Benjamins in my ears. I'm rocking the Moxes. Baby, that's how you get mana if you're a baller like me. All these content creators, they're lying. They're leading you astray. They want you to learn about lands and ramp. They want you to run 38 lands in your deck. But you know what they're not teaching you? How to make money. Because money is better than mana ramp every single time. So, to start making money, we got to figure out, what are your marketable skills? Are you good at drawing and art? Are you better at numbers and accounting? Are you just loud? Well, now we got to figure out how to make money off of this, which leads us to 2 main paths anyone can take. You can go on LinkedIn and find jobs in your relative sector, things you're good at, things you have a degree in. Or you can go and ask your dad to give you a job at the firm that he works at. And honestly, either of those work. But now we have a job and money. We can obviously go buy those expensive cards and throw that mana directly into the trash, right? Wrong. Because we need to first open a Roth IRA. It's like putting your money into suspend. It's a late game payoff. And then once we max it out for the year, we can go and buy those big expensive cards and throw mana directly into the trash, right? Wrong. Because we actually need to go on vacation, travel, see the world, experience new cultures, and become more well-rounded. And then, once we've experienced travel and life, we can go buy those expensive cards and put mana directly into the trash, right? Yes, we did it. The lion does not concern himself with mana, but he does concern himself with being a well-rounded human being, which is ironic because he's a lion. Now, obviously, this is not financial advice, because it's really fun-financial advice. And now it's time to talk about the bling. What are we getting with all that money? Tell us, bling bling boy from Johnny Test. For the low price of $50, we may choose new targets for target spell or ability for free. That's right, you can basically just shuffle an Uno reverse into your deck, because we don't care about mana at all. For blue, we've got Fierce Guardianship, counter target spell. Force of Will, counter target spell. Force of Negation, counter target non-creature spell. If it's countered, exile it instead for $40, $60, and $50 respectively. Just shuffle in 3 skip your turn spells from Uno, because that's what you're going to be doing to your opponents. They get to play their thing. Just kidding. Counter it. Love it. Then, of course, white has Flawless Maneuver and Reverent Mantra, giving indestructible to creatures, and all creatures have protection from the color of our choice. For the low price of $17 and $13 respectively, we get some Globe of Invulnerabilities. Sick Baldur's Gate reference. Now, black has Deadly Rollick, which is just better swords to plowshares because it's free, and that's good for $18. Now, that's all of them. Green, I guess, has Obscuring Haze, but it's for peasants because it's only $3, which is as much as a McDouble. And I don't care about that. It's not as much of a flex as I want it to be. So, to conclude the video, all the colors of mana mean nothing because money buys everything. Money is the best thing you could have. So you should support me on Patreon with your money, like all these people. That's the end of the video, though. If you liked it, leave a like. And if you subscribe. I also have Discord in the description. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.